This is Texans TV.
Coming up, we enter the deep slant. And we have questions from the helmet.
Who has the best fits on the team?
Texans 360 starts now.
We are ready to rock in Houston. Rock and roll.
That's greatness today, man.
Come on, boy.
That's when you think you've seen it all. There's always something else.
They want that content, we gon' give it to them.
Welcome into Texans 360. I'm your host, TP Sidhu, and you know what? It's finally here, the 2021 regular season. I feel like we've been talking about it for months and months, but week one is upon us. The Texans will host the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we have a great show for you tonight. All new features for 2021. You're not going to be disappointed. Tonight, you'll see Justin Reed giving back to some hurricane relief victims. He's from Louisiana. Also, Charles Amenahu. I went through his Instagram with him, and I had lots of questions. But first, our guy Drew Doherty, he caught up with the Texans quarterback Tyrod Taylor and asked him some stuff off the field.
It is quarterback Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod, good to be with you. The game is upon us. We've been saying it for a while now. You know, you take these steps. You've got OTAs, and you've got training camp, and you've got the preseason. But now the regular season is here. How ready do you feel? How ready do you think this offense is?
I feel ready physically, mentally. Excited to see the guys go out and compete at a high level.
No doubt. Now, you're always a calm guy, it seems. Do you ever get any butterflies at all? Is there any bit of nervousness once game day comes around?
No, I wouldn't say. Maybe like right before kickoff. It's just, I guess you could call it butterflies, but it's been like that since rec league, so I don't even like pay it any mind. And then it just fades away like as kickoff happens. But yeah.
Is there something that caused that extra calmness? Is it just who you've always been? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's just who I've always been. Maybe I get it from my mom. Now, a lot of people say that we kind of act alike, but yeah.
All right, so your mom is a nice, calm lady. That's good to hear. Okay, you've got an interesting set of receivers and tight ends and running backs to throw to work with. How excited does that get you, seeing who you have out there weapons-wise?
Very excited. We have weapons at all the positions, tight ends, running back group, receiver group. I'm excited to play with these guys. First time we'll be able to spend an extended amount of time on the field other than like preseason and training camp. But we put in a lot of work this offseason and training camp as well too, and looking forward to the live bullets this Sunday.
How much fun is that? You've been in the league for at least a decade. Marcus Cannon is another guy who's got, double-digit years in the league. Ingram as well. That says a lot about being able to persevere and to stick around. How important is that, not just for him, not just for you, but for all of you guys? I mean, what's that mean to this team?
It means a lot to us individually, and I think it means a lot to the team as well, too. For sure, you can share those experiences with the younger guys, lead the way for those guys as well, too. But I think from a personal standpoint, all the guys that you've named have been through things, and they've handled it the right way and had an opportunity to come out on the other side and have an opportunity to continue to keep furthering their career and playing at a high level this year.
Tell me about this Jaguars front. What stands out to you when you look at it on tape?
I'm a very fast front, physical as well. Of course, we know Allen. He's played at a high level throughout his time at Jacksonville, as well as Jack on the back end, not the back end, but backers. He's played at a high level as well, too. I've actually played with Rayshawn Jenkins the last 2 years with the Chargers, very fast guy. I mean, they have a talented defense overall, and we have to execute in all phases, especially on offense, to be able to do the things that we need to do to win.
Yeah, you talked about it. Everyone's talked about the ability to run the ball, the wanting to run the ball. How much of a key is that this weekend?
It's a big part of our game, week in and week out, but definitely with the physical group that Jacksonville has, you definitely have to show your physicality early on in the game, and using the run game is the best way to do that.
How about a noon kickoff? What are you eating before the game, and when do you eat it?
Yeah, that's a little different. Probably eat around 8. Just eat a big breakfast. Not really a big lunch guy before the game.
Yeah.
Even in the preseason with those late games, I didn't eat a whole bunch before the game, just a big breakfast.
Mix it up.
Yeah, I mean, well, definitely oatmeal, but a loaded oatmeal, like blueberries, almond butter, walnuts, cinnamon, honey. It's probably some pancakes and waffles. Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Well, hope the loaded oatmeal leads to a loaded game for the Texans, and you guys do great. Tyrod Taylor, best of luck today. Can't wait to see you in action, and can't wait to talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
All right, the Texans are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars at NRG Stadium. The Urban Meyer era begins. The David Culley era begins. A lot of new faces on both of these squads, and every single week I'm going to catch up with an opposing beat writer to find out what their team looks like. This week is no different. I had a chance to chat with my good friend JP Shadrick of the Jaguars Radio Network to talk about this 2021 Jaguars team. It's Enemy Sidelines this week with JP Shadrick of the Jaguars Radio Network. JP, I talk to you twice a year. It's week 1. You've got to be excited. The Jaguars opening up the Urban Meyer era and the Trevor Lawrence era right here at NRG Stadium on Sunday.
It's been a long time coming, DP. It's always great to visit with you. And here we are on kickoff weekend finally. And what an offseason it's been for the Jaguars organization. First of all, finishing 1-15, which is not great, but that means the number 1 overall pick is coming. And people pretty much knew right away, no matter who the coach was going to be, that Trevor Lawrence was going to be the pick. And then Urban Meyer comes in, one of the all-time winningest head coaches in college football, has a history just down the road at Gainesville as well. So, it's a big swing by ownership to go out and get Urban Meyer in here to reestablish the culture and own the Jaguar head logo again. That's the tagline these days from Urban, is own it. Be proud of that logo again. That's really where it started in the offseason. So we're here now and have a quarterback in play, a retooled defense, and, there's a lot of optimism around Jacksonville right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do feel like there's so much optimism, after finishing 1-15, getting the number 1 overall pick, a new head coach. How does that change the expectations? I always find that so interesting because while there's a lot of optimism, are expectations high, or what are people expecting of this Jaguars team in 2021?
I think it depends on who you ask. There's a part of, I guess, every fan base, but certainly the Jaguars fan base thinks they're going 17-0 this year. Well, reality might set in pretty quick here. It is a team still that went 1-15. There are a lot of new parts around here. A few weeks ago at the start of the preseason, Jaguars owner Shad Khan joined us on pregame radio, and I asked him a similar question. What are your expectations for this season and beyond? And he said, sustainable success, year-over-year improvement. What does that mean for year 1? Didn't have an answer for that. But, hey, at some point, set the foundation, and then in the years to come, be a consistent football team that is in the hunt for the playoffs and beyond every year.
All right, what about Trevor Lawrence? Because, when OTA started, it seemed like he was under a microscope. Everybody was dissecting every single throw, all of his performances. You've been there the whole time. So when you look back and look at the forest through the trees, where have you seen the most growth from him, the most improvement? What does he still need to work on? What's it been like with Trevor Lawrence here this entire offseason?
Well, Trevor is everything that's been advertised, I think, so far. He's going to have a pretty good handle of how the offense is going and, getting the ball out to the right place. And he can make pretty much every throw in the field, at least so far we've seen in practice, which is great news. I think the speed will be interesting to watch. Can he anticipate certain things in the regular season that might come his way?
How can you describe this Jaguars defense and what's the transition been like for the players?
It's newer than anything on offense. I mean, the entire defensive line for the most part is new except for Josh Allen and Caleb Unchason. They're now officially outside linebackers. What's it really going to look like? How much does Joe Cullen want to blitz? What kind of matchups can he change each week? I think it could be a week-to-week kind of defense.
We look to kick off this 2021 season. Always a pleasure chatting, JP.
DP, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, and thanks for having me on again.
Coming up, we catch up with running back Mark Ingram. Next on Texans 360.
Here we go. Let's see what we got. First question. Who is the best rapper of all time? Easy. Lil Wayne. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Oxtails. Oxtails and rice. Who has the best fits on the team? Me? Of course. Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron? Kobe. All day. Favorite meal to cook? Probably I do this chicken and sausage pasta with a little creamy Alfredo sauce on it. Real simple, but that's probably what I go with. Let's see. Favorite song right now at this moment? I'll probably go 5,500 Degrees by ESTG.
Welcome back to Texans 360. Questions from a helmet. You can see more of those throughout the season. I think it's a great idea because, you know what, I could use some questions from a helmet. Although I'm never at a loss to ask questions. One of my favorite things that I get to do as part of this job is the deep slant one-on-one. I get to sit down with a player every single week. This week I caught up with Big Trust Mark Ingram. It's the Deep Slant 101 presented by Xfinity. My guest this week, Mark Ingram, the second three-time Pro Bowler, 11-year vet, first year with the Texans. Mark, I love interviewing you. I've seen you out on the field, and you have so much energy. And I know you say that this is just who you are all the time, but to me, it feels like you've been here longer than just throughout training camp in this offseason. Does it feel the same way to you?
Yeah, I just think being around good people, just feel like home, feel comfortable around my guys, feel comfortable around the staff. Everyone makes, feel good. So it's been an easy, smooth transition, and definitely feels like I've been here longer than just like 2 months or whatever it's been. But everyone's been very nice.
It seems like you get along with everybody no matter what side of the ball or what level of experience they have. So what's your secret?
Man, I think it's just being honest and being genuine and just being real. Like when somebody's trying to put up a front or like forcing something, like you can kind of tell like if it's fabricated or if it's not real, it's not genuine. You can kind of like feel it. So I just try to be myself, and I just had some great teammates who are about the same thing. So whether it's on defense, offense, O-line, D-line, DBs, whatever it is, just great vibes, great camaraderie.
All right, so you signed here because you know David Culley, and David Culley had said that they brought you here because you were really a part of what they wanted to do, and he knew what you were able to do, obviously, with your time with the Ravens. Is it what you expected when you signed with the team, and how is it shaking out so far for you?
I mean, we just have a group of great guys, like both on the field, off the field. I mean, you have DJ, he's been All-Pro. Rex, playing 9 years. Phil, 2,000-yard seasons, his rookie year in the second year, Pro Bowl. Scotty, a young guy who is explosive. He could do everything very well. And I think our running back room is just very versatile. You know what I mean? We all are running backs who can affect the game in many different ways. I feel like we all could run the ball. I feel like we all could come out the backfield and catch the ball. I feel like we all could pass protect. And I take pride in being a complete back, a three-down back.
There's a lot of professional athletes that are sort of venturing into like minority ownership in different pro sports teams. Now in this role with DC United, what is your responsibility? Are you interacting with the players? Are you in the locker room? I mean, you're like minority owner, but you're still very much a part of the team. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you do that with football?
Yes, ma'am. So anything they need, I'm here. Like I have the coaches' information. I'm cool with some of the players, and I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to grow. Like when they have international break, I'm like, so, it's an international break. Like 2 weeks, they're not playing. Like, what are some things that we're focused on? Like, what are some things that like we're trying to get better at? And like Jason will like, break some things down to me. And like, okay, the transfer window is this. We might be trying to get a player from here, or we might be trying to sell a player there. Like, it's just crazy just to be able to learn the business side of it. So just to be able to grow in that capacity is something I'm super thankful for the opportunity, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And I'm just here to help the team in any capacity be successful and be one of the best teams in the MLS. So anything they need from me, I'm here.
All right, we're looking forward to it, and always love the energy. Big Trust. Check out Trust Levels.
Levels.
It's on iTunes and everywhere. YouTube.
Anywhere you get your podcast, that's where we at. You know what I mean? Trust Levels. Me and my brother Cam Jordan. We had DeForest Buckner on. We got a lot of other guests coming to you guys. So check it out. Subscribe. Listen. Let us know what you think. Let us know how we can be better. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate the plug.
Thank you so much. And you can catch him Sundays playing for the Texans this Sunday against Jacksonville.
You already know that H-Town is going down. You already know.
Coming up, why do players post what they post on Instagram? Charles Amenahu gives us some answers. That's next on Texans 360. We're back with more Texans 360, and if you're like me, you love your social media posts, but I always have questions when I see people post stuff. So I'm super excited about this new feature we're doing in 2021. I get to sit down with players and go through their Instagram with them and ask them, what were they thinking? What's behind that caption? What's going on with the picture? And we had all those questions and more for Charles and Minnie. All right, Charles, looking at your Instagram, you've got some great posts, but this one just really caught my attention. It makes me laugh, but it gives me a lot of questions. You posted it earlier this year.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. It's very dramatic. It's black and white, but the shorts are short and they're floral.
Yeah.
And then the caption is so good too. Truck on the engine, I'm on a mission. The Bronco 250, I'm out your division. I got him excited. I know it's been a little minute.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a whole story behind just this one post.
I mean, we were doing Pilates that day, and Pilates has like been a thing that I've incorporated in my off season the last 2 years. It's really good. The Pilates I do in Austin is, it's not only like people just think Pilates is like stretching and working on flexibility, but at the same time with our Pilates, that and strength of the upper body, little muscles, like it's everything. It's like a full body work. So obviously in that picture I was feeling good. I had a nice shorts on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then the caption is from a song with Drake and Gunna called Solid. I'm a big Gunna fan, big Drake fan, but I really, really like Gunna, and that was where the caption came from.
So you're just doing your Pilates that day, and you're like, you know what? Like I'm feeling my shorts, and I'm feeling this class. I feel really good. I'm all stretched out, and you're like, I gotta put it all together.
Yeah, nah, for sure. At Miss Laza's Pilates, we get after it for sure, and you gonna feel good after.
All right, I like it. There's a whole Pilates story behind there. All right, this picture, Colombia with the vibes.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous. I've never been to Colombia, but you're on a boat.
Yeah.
You're living your best life.
Yeah.
So tell me about this trip.
Yeah. So me and my boy Wesley and his friends, it was for his birthday, and that was at the beginning of the off season. I was in January, early January, and he was like, "Yo, for my, I think it was 2025, he was like, I want to go to Colombia." I was like, well, I mean, I've never been, I've been to Nigeria, but nowhere else other than that outside the country. So I was like, yeah, I'm with it. And we went to Colombia, we was out there for a week. So on that boat day, we went to a whole different island. I don't know how to swim. So when we was going, it was cool because the waves weren't going crazy. So that's where the pictures was taken, like we were finding nice backgrounds and we were having a good old time. But when we was coming back, oh my God, the waves were intense. And I really thought that the boat was gonna flip.
Uh-oh.
God, it didn't, because I'm here. But
it doesn't look like you have a life jacket on under that shirt either.
And I did not have a life jacket on, so I was extremely nervous, but it was good. We had a good time. Colombia is a great place to be at.
All right, any place in the world that you could travel that you want to go to? What's next on your list?
So I want to do the 7 Wonders of the World. I want to do that. I want to start that next off season, but I definitely want to go to Bora Bora.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can take some nice boat pics in Bora Bora.
Definitely you can. Definitely.
Coming up, Justin Reed is giving back to his home state of Louisiana. That's next on Texans 360. It's the final segment of Texans 360, and the people of Houston know what hurricane devastation means a little too well. Well, Justin Reed, he's from Louisiana. He wanted to give back to Louisiana. He's from Prairieville. He held a Hurricane Ida relief drive here at NRG Stadium last week. A few of his teammates also joined in, like Whitney Merciless, Lonnie Johnson. They collected some non-perishable goods. They also gave away some tickets to some fans that were very generous in their donations. Take a look.
We're doing a hurricane relief drive. We're getting PPE, toiletries, baby formula, supplies, everything that anyone would need in a hurricane. We're no stranger to here in Houston that we've experienced a few times. Big time, they need it. Appreciate you, God bless. Oh, we got a lot. Okay. So I know those areas, it's where I'm from, so it touched close to home for me. I even have some of my family members out staying with me right now just to get out of the severe weather that happened in Louisiana earlier this week. Are we taking this too? Oh, thank you. Yes, we do. Thank you very much. God bless. Came with two. What's up, G? What's happening? Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Shout out to my cousin Ashley for coming out and helping too. Boom. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Come through, come to us. We're gonna be here till 5:30. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you, big dog. Thank you, thank you. Did they already unload you?
Love seeing our players out and about in the community. Cannot wait to see them in week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if you want tickets, go to HoustonTexans.com, click on tickets. You can also be at the game. Can't wait to see all of your faces. And you know what? If you like what you saw in tonight's show, you can go to HoustonTexans.com. There's more where that came from. That's going to do it for 360 for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, go Texans.
Here in Texas, football is everything for a lot of people. We can feel the buzz on the field. It raises the hairs on my arms when I get to hear the crowd yelling.
Let's keep getting better. Iron sharpen iron, man. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep putting it together, man, because it's us against everybody.
We get a chance this week to go 1-0.
And he's sacked. Pick 6. Barrels in for the touchdown. Cooks, he's in. Touchdown.
Taste greatness today. Come on, boy. Let's go, boy. There you go. So where to work? Nice job. That's a real ball right there.
Thanks for watching and go Texans. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new content.